Hello, I'm Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today, I wanted to kind of formally say / announce something that's kind of been going on unofficially in the background, but that you might not be aware of if you're only a video watcher on this channel, and that is that I am now live streaming pretty much every single day from now until, for the rest of November, maybe December a little bit too, because I think, let's do some more live streams. I've been having so much more fun with live streams recently, and I figured, if we're doing them near daily anyway, why not make it like an official thing and give you an official way to meet up that, to actually get to them? Because right now it's just kind of when I feel like streaming, you'll come and see a stream, and that's great. A lot of you do make it, and I'm so appreciative. But some people, you need more structure in your life. Structure is always a good thing. So in today's stream, I'm going to be letting you know how to get that, as well as we're going to be destroying the desert. Because, desert destruction is one of the best things you can do, and one of the most important things for me to do in Minecraft. It's such a silly goal that confuses everyone, because when you look at just this sea of torches, you wonder what the hell is going on, and I guess today you'll see the extension of that, and maybe some of your questions about it will be answered, because I obviously during every live stream there's a little bit of it's almost like Q&A, but it's the fun back and forth of chat. There's a lot going on. I know this is gonna be a lot of people's first live stream, so hi, hello, welcome to the live stream. And if this isn't your first live stream, then isn't that cool in its own way too? So we need to go to sleep first of all, because it's basically night when we started. Also, hi everyone in the live stream chat. Hi, hello. Yo. See, yo is the cool way to say hello. That is something that's truly true. So yeah, how do you destroy a desert is the obvious first question that comes up when you're like, well, I'm destroying a desert today. And the simple answer to that question is, well, you can't really destroy a desert, but we're gonna be removing the desert, or removing all the sand from the desert and placing it into chests, because sand is such a valuable resource. You don't even realize till you're draining something or until you want glass, but sand is useful for so much. Sandstone too. That actually having a whole desert worth is actually going to be vaguely useful by itself. So what we're going to do is we're going to just come through here with our shovel and with our torches. By the way, that's why we have all the torches there, because I was just torching through like this, place a torch, destroy a thing, place a torch, etc. And it's most efficient when you get really tall sands, but for the most part, we're using our shovel. So hello everyone who's just joined right now. The interesting thing about live streams also is that a lot of people watch live from either halfway through or 45 minutes through, or a lot of people watch them after the fact, and it's this one of these confusing mediums where it's you can try and tell people what to do, but instead people just do what they do, and what I say is well, here's the best way you can do it. So how can you watch my live streams if you want to, if you're curious about when am I streaming, why am I in the mood streaming, all that sort of stuff. I usually stream around about 8 PM UK time every single day. So I know UK time doesn't mean anything if you're from Australia or from, it might mean something to you, but it probably doesn't mean anything to you if you're from Australia or if you're from the United States of America, because they've got enough of their own time zones. So yeah, UK time is GMT right now, and you can just Google my time to UK time. It'll tell you how many hours apart you are. Or if you just Google 8 PM UK time, that's roughly when I stream every day. There'll be an hour or two variance either way. So what I recommend you do, if you really want to keep seeing them, is if you turn on notifications, it'll let you know every time I stream. Or if you don't like YouTube notifications, or you think it's a scam, me saying oh, I'm just telling you to turn on notifications because I must get paid for it or something devious like that. If you don't trust me, that's fine. A lot of YouTubers do some shady stuff. It's fine if you don't want to trust me. So then you could go to Twitter instead, and you can use their notification system. If you turn on notifications to my tweet, you'll get tweets about you get notifications when I say stuff about how I robbed someone's cat or something. But you'll also get notifications every single time I stream. Is that enough info? Hopefully it is. So let me know if that wasn't enough and you're Toy Cat, I'm still curious about when you live stream this or that. But yeah, my live streams are also going to be split about maybe 40-60. Right now it's about 40-60 between Minecraft and Fortnite. Obviously, I believe Call of Duty World War II is coming out tomorrow, and it has the original Nazi zombies. And I've said this before and I'll say it again, but I really love the zombies game mode in every, or even the survival game mode in every Call of Duty game, because I really like the gunplay in those games, but I feel the multiplayer meta has just been stale for all the years. So playing that, but in a solo mode, I love doing that. I buy the DLC for the games that I don't play the rest of the year, just because playing on a new map is that fun. And so yeah, we'll probably play a bit of that too. It probably won't last more than a few days, but again, it's always just about what do I want to stream? Why do I stream? I stream because I want to play video games and talk about life and the universe and pizza, because I had some pizza for dinner today, and it actually made me wonder while I was eating the pizza. Because one of the ingredients in okay, fun fact, if you've never made dough before, one of the ingredients in dough is flour, and I still don't entirely know what flour is. It's one of these basic facts I feel everyone should pick up at some point, but for some reason, my flour training was not there. There's a lot of basic facts in the world I feel everyone just kind of understands. And I feel like I didn't get trained in like half of these. So like I know flour is something to do with wheat. I know in RuneScape you can make it by grinding up. I think it's wheat. Like the thing that grows in the ground. I know there's a lot of things that grow in the ground, but like I'm pretty sure it's wheat, right? But I don't know how you turn it into flour. And even if that is flour, like let's say flour is wheat ground up, I've always then wondered why does no one ever, like it's not even like a, I'd understand if it wasn't tasty, but why does no one in the world ever just eat ground up flour? Like, you know, I mean, also not ground up flour, just eat flour by itself. Like, obviously it's not tasty, but like, why does no one ever eat flour? Because it's got to be really nutritious. It's like 50p for a bag, and, you know, if you eat like 100 grams of dough, that's like, you know, really fattening. Why don't you just eat like a little bit of flour? I'm just saying. Talking about life and pizza, what about toothpaste? And of course, the daily toothpaste streams. It looks like, by the way, everyone got involved in the Aquafresh versus Colgate thing, which is ridiculous when you say it out loud. But I got a Colgate toothbrush by accident, so I guess I'm Team Colgate right now, right? Yeah, there we go. So okay, you're playing on the PC or Xbox. This is my Xbox One world. I want to transfer over. Like I know, like a lot of people are just like, you know what, let's resist forever. But at this point, I've kind of accepted like whatever. My Xbox One edition worlds. They can't really remain on this edition much longer, but they literally will not transfer right now. So it's like, well, I guess Minecraft Xbox One edition gameplay for you. It's fun and it's interesting stuff. The fact that we do it this way. Oh no, I'm trying not to destroy too many dead bushes, like, because if we destroy dead bushes, you can never get them back again. But I guess we're doing it anyway now, so that's a thing. And also, I want to like use as many torches as I can for like high-rise sections like this. It's much better to use a torch because otherwise you get like this flat, ugly desert, and we're wasting a lot of diamond shovel usage. Like we'll probably go through this diamond shovel like 3 or 4 times in today's stream. Like it's not too costly to replace. It's just like a diamond shovel, but that's kind of a thing. You're wasting your time, says EADS Films. Why do you think I'm wasting my time, EADS? On destroying the desert, or talking about World War II, or talking about flour? Do you think you're wasting your time by asking questions about flour? This is why you gotta be specific in the live stream chat. Oops. So my cat exited the video by pressing F4. Yeah, one of the shortcuts you learn early on the internet, or at least I used to learn early on the internet, was that I think it's Control and F4. It's close your browser window, because it like, you know, in video games you always hear like, or online games. There's this clever thing actually. So in RuneScape, you used to have to like fight for the spots to mine or something, because there were only so many rocks, and it was most efficient if you could be there by yourself. If 2 people were there, it's fine, and if 3 people go there, all 3 people suffer basically. So people would always like try to lure you away from there using tricks and stuff. And one of my favorite ones was like, you know, if you want to hear this like really cool tip, like all you have to do is press Control F4 and or F4. And it actually gives you some, you know, it gives you 1% faster speed. And I was like, wow, I might as well give it a try. What's the worst thing that can happen if I press Alt and F? Oh, okay, now my browser's closed. So, fun fact, if you're on your PC, press Alt and F4 together. Don't really do it, but like, try it sometime. It's fun. It makes you feel like you're so powerful, because clicking on the X, we all know what that does. We all know that, like, we all know the exact response that we're going to have to that. But one of the best things is, it's just powerful to be able to do anything with a shortcut. Like, even when you first learn that the Windows key opens the window. I know I'm talking about PCs now, and most people just use smart devices. But I'm just saying, fun fact right there. I want to test it, but I know a closure thing. Exactly. For Chrome, it's Control and W. I think Control F4 will still do it. Oh no, Control F4 is tab. Alt F4 is window, and Control W will also do it then, apparently. There's a lot of things you can press to close your window. Actually, no, you know, actually, fun fact. If you're going to be using a Chrome a lot, I really recommend, like, learning all the tab commands. Because there is stuff like, so Control T, everyone knows, when you tab. But, like, Control Shift T is incognito, saves a lot of time. Control J is downloads. I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of shortcuts you can learn. And, you know, they're called shortcuts for a reason. They really are a shorter cut. I'm not sure what I mean by that. So, yeah, I'm going to go repair my Elytra wings, because they're, like, they're definitely low at this point, I think. Let's go ahead, let's kill some pigs on the way, because, you know, we might as well do 2 things at once here. Yeah, let's go repair our Elytra, and then we'll go back to the thing, because, you know, we're going to need a new shovel anyway. We'll get it out and ready, and, you know, we can do these two things at once, right? So F4 and Alt F4 do the same thing for me. I really want to press F4 now, but, like, I'm streaming, so, like, that could go horribly wrong. Okay, I'll do it on this, like, secondary window I have here. So if I just press F4, it does not do the same thing. I hope I'm still streaming. Can you still hear me? Yeah, just pressing F4 for me. Maybe like you're on a Mac or something. Or maybe like that's a new setting that I'm just not familiar with. But F4 by itself does not do anything for me. Anyway, going back to what we were on before. So we got 2 leather. That's probably not enough to repair a thing by itself. We need like, okay, 61 leather. Probably also too much. But we'll take some of it. We'll put it in the anvil chest so we're like always ready to repair. And then we'll take this shovel, which I don't know why it exists. No, we won't even take that. We'll just leave that there. And yeah, let's do this. So let's just fly right over there. Fun fact with the speed on, you can actually like continuously fly without touching the ground. It's a fun little thing. Oh, tabs are fast ways to change windows. Oh yeah, and if you press Alt and then like 1, 2, 3, 4 or something, it's a really good way to do that too. But anyway, enough talking about shortcuts. I'm sure there's some people who are just like, you know what, I could care less about literally everything. And for the record, I could care less means you care a lot, just so you know. Okay, so should we put unbreaking on there? I guess we'll put unbreaking on there. Yeah, okay. I mean, so not unbreaking. We'll put the lever on there. Like, it's 11 cost. Sometimes I say stuff and it doesn't match up like what I'm thinking with, and I go really, like, it makes me wonder if I'm going crazy slowly, because like there's such a decent gap between that and that. Oh, by the way, someone sponsored the stream just before we went live. Big thank you. By the way, Koloyoshi, hello. I think it might have been you. But big thank you for sponsoring, because also one of the things. Oh yeah, it was Koloyoshi. You're my newest sponsor. And he asks, what is the deadest meme on the internet that you can think of? Just wondering. So I think, honestly, the term dead memes always confused me, because a meme only becomes dead when people understand it. And it's like, don't you want people to understand your jokes? And the answer is no. Memes are, you know, they're in-jokes for the whole internet. But the biggest in-joke that, like, therefore is ruined in that definition is, like, I guess dabbing, right? Because literally everybody and their mother dabs. Literally, like, I guarantee if I ask my mother what dabbing is, she'll be like, oh, it's that thing where you sniff your hand and then your other one goes up and wacky. That's dabbing. And you know, it was a terrible meme when it was a meme, because it was like, again, for like I on a lot of levels it was wrong, and therefore that probably qualifies as deadest meme. There you go. That's the answer to your question. You always say that when you say something interesting. I'll stop talking about this. I want to hear about keyboard shortcuts. The only issue is, though, is like, there are some really niche subjects. Like, I can talk about toothpaste all day long, but there's only so long a lot of people can hear about toothpaste before they go clinically insane. And maybe they'll stop watching the video. But, like, I mean, my point on the clinical insanity is, like, it's probably not good to introduce that to people. So, yeah, as far, that's my kind of response to that one. So, also, hello, Nara, good to see you here. I have a video of my mum dabbing. Okay, exactly. Point proven. Not Nara's mother officially dabs. Therefore, question mark, question mark, question mark, dead meme. I mean, it's just 100% fact there. So let's actually set a goal for today. Like, because again, it's such a big desert, it can feel like you're not making progress sometimes. So to prevent that, we'll finish like the entire section surrounding the cactus farm. Yeah, we can do that today. Easy. We can do that easily. And if we could get some coal, we really should have got some while we were going out there. That'd be useful too. So we'll go mine some coal, in fact, if we need it, because again, there's gonna be a like dark section of the of this place soon, otherwise. And oh no, we messed up bad. So I think I have to fill in this gap. Yeah, this is not a good gap. So this is why you gotta like watch out before you place blocks. Bad things can happen. I hate dabbing. Dab police. Ah, yes, the dab police. That is something we clearly need in this world to prevent unauthorized dabbing. I mean, I guess in a way, all dabbing is unauthorized dabbing. Okay, so we need to remove this now, which is tricky. So what we'll just do is we'll place sand on there. So the moment it turns back into water, it'll get replaced by sand. Boom! See that? That was smart thinking right there. So yeah, going back to my thing. So do you think? Oh no, that's something else. When Toycat talks about memes, ascended. I really don't like talking about memes. I know they're like the easiest thing on the internet to talk about, like, because you know you can be funny, but I mean topicalness is good on the internet. I talk about news. I know topicalness is a big thing, but like there's something about memes where I just don't personally want to get it, because there's just so much all it is really is like working out the in-jokes before everyone else gets them, and it's like, well, I mean, there's something about in-jokes I've never liked, right? Like, there's never a, I mean, it's such a weird thing to say, like, oh, you should like in-jokes, you know, because nerf gravel and follow out IBX Toycat, but, honestly, as a YouTuber, I do so much better if I could just, like, if I spent my whole videos making jokes, like, you're not, oh, I guess, you know, feeding the wife and kids is technically an in-joke, but, you know, like, there's just tiny things like that where it's just like, I can't do this forever. It's too much. Because a lot of channels actually get defined by these jokes they try to make. I'd name some big examples, but I don't like the channels that I know the examples of. But, you know, like, I'm just saying, there's a lot of, like, memes in a way are, like, bad for the person that is the meme. So it's fine to like memes, but you should never want to be a meme, you know? Like, being a living meme is a bad thing. You want to be a dead meme. Or I guess, like, you don't want to be a meme in general. Anyway, that's enough meme talk. Hope you all enjoyed it. For like 20% of you, you're like, what words did you just say? Can you go back to keyboard shortcuts? At least I understood what I wasn't enjoying there. So, why don't you make the wall out of green concrete so you know how not to break it? Oh, that'd be a really cool idea, Squishy Lad Gaming. I have a bunch of green concrete, and I guess I'm gonna get more green concrete. So there's no good reason not to, I guess. So I guess we'll do it. Oh, also we got some torches. Or I don't, but, like, I do now. Okay, so why are these torches not paired up with that? Okay, there we go. We got some torches now. I don't know where all these torches came from. I guess I destroyed, like, the cider blocks with them on. I'm not entirely certain. But now, yeah, because we have such a filled inventory, I know it's a mess, by the way. I do have to keep going through things. But yeah, Kalyoshi, when we've been in your realm, because I wonder if I could be around to help. If you join the sponsor Discord, you'll get into that thing. Oh, actually, you know, again, since this is a lot of people's first stream, I just want to, again, go through the whole thing and say, like, if you don't know sponsorships on YouTube, they're a really big thing, and they're going to be bigger in the future. They're a way to directly support your favorite YouTubers. You get, in the case of my stream, you get the cat logo next to your thing. You get a green name, so everyone knows you're a cool kid. Fuzzy feelings, knowing you're helping out. That's a big one. And there's also a Discord just for people who have sponsored, which, again, I think that's a nice little side reward for people like that. So there you go. Now it's out there. Now it's known. It's in the public sphere of knowledge, and it's not my thing to do anymore. So yeah, I've just got such a filled inventory, and I'm trying to work out where any of this can go. And the answer is, like, I filled up too many chests. Just there's too much going on here. I guess we'll take the wood out. We'll put the raw beef in, and then we take out this, throw this in there alongside most of that. Then we have 12 leftover stone because reasons. And then, you know, that's like some free space. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this in a thing. But yeah, by the end of today, we'll have like some serious desert destruction project done. It'll be really good. You should build a torch statue in the torch desert. That'd be pretty cool actually, wouldn't it? You know, that's a good idea. I'm officially on board with the torch statue idea. That's officially happening now. Good job. You made it happen single-handedly. There will be a torch statue. Toycat plus meme equals toy meme. IBX toy meme here. I should make a channel just reviewing memes. That's how you become successful on YouTube. You say meme every 20 seconds, and then you talk about memes, and then you say I am a meme, and then you become a meme, and then I don't know. I'm on Friends with You of Xbox. If there's a way I could join. Again, this way you should ask about it in the sponsor Discord. Hello, I'm IBX meme cat. Yes, exactly. It's next level meme stuff. My teacher always starts saying a sentence and doesn't finish it. I might be your teacher, Super Aaron Gamer. Yeah, one of the big things, like, because I've done like 300 Let's Play episodes now, right? And over those episodes, the #1 comment is like, Toycat, you started this really interesting tangent. I was liking where you were going when you said that we're basically all robots. And then you just left it behind and started speaking about Teletubbies. Like, what even, why did you do that? And I think, like, that is a real problem, like, because one of the things people, I guess, you know, with most YouTubers, it's just like, hey, we're playing the game here today. Whereas, you know, I'm here to talk about how we're all robots and Teletubbies. Well, I mean, not necessarily, there's a lot of things in between those things. Like, this isn't the Teletubbies and Robots channel, but, you know, that is a majority part of it in some ways. How do we get the sponsored Discord? So yeah, if you're sponsored and you want to get access to the Discord, you just have to link your YouTube gaming account with Discord, and the rest just happens by itself. That is my understanding. But yeah, big thank you for sponsoring. Always appreciate it. So, no, I don't make 200 different channels. Keep your content on one channel. The vast majority of my channel content is over here. I don't like calling it content. This is like, there's something I've never liked about the term content on YouTube, because it implies it's just this like, oh, gotta make some content, like it's just this like, again, big wheeler thing. But I mean, really, you know, videos are like, they're like a thing that I'm like pouring love and batter mix and flour and cheese into. Your Carolina Reaper thing stream is a meme. Is that a meme? That's fair enough if that's a meme. I watch that stream back every now and then, and as like, it's crazy because like to me, I'm watching it the same as all of you can watch it, but I can like remember the pain from it at the moment, and I'm like, oh yeah, that was the moment where I felt like I was dying, and that's like, like I subjected myself to a lot of like I wasn't even thinking about how many people were watching. I was just thinking like, oh my god, I need this pain to stop right now. Like I have no recollection of like usually when I'm streaming, I've got like my chat up, and I've got my then I've got like some numbers over here showing me how many people have like joined, left, how many people have like viewed overall, the average view duration, which is 2 minutes 34 here. People are watching 2 minutes 30, then they're like, you know what, I'm done with this stream. Which I don't know if that's low or high, but that's apparently the average. But yeah, I don't remember any of that. All I remember is like, I wanted the fire to go out. There was a fire in my mouth, and it just wasn't it wasn't going anywhere. It was painful. Hashtag meme life. Damn straight, that's the life I choose to live. Cause something meme. So Toycat, how do you sponsor on YouTube? You need to be on YouTube Gaming to sponsor. So sponsorships are only a YouTube Gaming feature. You have to be on YouTube Gaming to get it. I don't know why YouTube even has YouTube Gaming. Like it's again, it feels like they're like, you know what? There's real YouTubers and then there's gaming YouTubers who play video games. Then they think that's videos. I don't know why it's a separate thing, but it is. And if you go to gaming.youtube.com/toycat, you'll see a little button. And for some reason, okay, I don't know why this is true, but it seems to be true. It's cheaper to sponsor me than to sponsor most YouTube channels. I thought it was just like, because I saw like on like a PewDiePie video or something, that it costs more, and I was like, oh yeah, well it's PewDiePie. Of course it costs more to sponsor him. But it also costs more to sponsor like, you know, I saw a YouTuber with like 115 subscribers. It costs more to sponsor him than me. So apparently, I'm just cheap to subscribe to. I don't know. Oh, sorry, cheap to sponsor. Not sure why that is. No idea whatsoever. But take advantage of it while the offer lasts. Okay, that's enough sponsor thingy. It gets one of these. Oh my god. Okay. I'm fine with fighting free mobs. I love all the fighting. Okay, there we go. All good. Let's get to sleep. So I've got some gunpowder now. I don't have paper to turn into anything. I just have such a messy combination of blocks on me. Let's throw like our excess blocks into this chest here. Oh, there's coal in there. Let's just make like a chest for these blocks. So like stone, cobblestone. Like I don't need this right now. I might not need it anytime soon. So let's just keep it nice and safe in there. And then this can be the sand chest. Okay, all good and sorted. Hey, sorry I'm late. Oh, good to see you, Haunting Zombie. Hello, 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 hello. Oh, I just subscribed. Sorry, my friend recommended this channel. Oh, thank you. Oh, yeah, thank you, Kinetic Duck, for subscribing. Helping the toy cat. The toy kittens. I was like, what's the silly name we have for ourselves? It is the toy kittens. Only like 1% of YouTubers are gamers. I'm not sure that's true. I think it's interesting though. You'll notice this. If you're subscribed to many YouTube gamers, a lot of them turn away from gaming because they can, you know, YouTube just caters more to people who aren't gamers. Like it's a lot easier to be a big beauty YouTuber than it is to be a big gaming YouTuber. And you might say that's subjective, but it seems to be the case that most gamers eventually turn into vloggers. Like they use gaming to like get big and then they turn into a vlogger because that's a thing. I have to admit I've watched it back a few times because it's so good. I assume you mean the Carolina Reaper stream. And you know what? That was painful. I'm glad someone gets to enjoy it because I certainly did not. But yeah, you get the Discord automatically links once you sponsor. Don't ask me how it works. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Nice name, by the way. Sometimes, like, I'll read out someone's question before I read their name, and they're like, you know what, I regret this. It happened in this week's Q&A Saturday, actually. Or, like, next week's Q&A Saturday. Whichever week. I lose track of my weeks. Do you check your Xbox One messages? I really want to, like, read and respond to all of them. But it's the worst platform for both these things. So, like, right now, just, like, for everyone who's just done it, just in case you don't believe that I'm, like, if you think I'm just willfully ignoring you, this is how many messages I got in the past 15 minutes. And if I wanted to read every message every day, I'd have to sit down, and I'd have to be like, well, here's some good comments. This is an hour, and I've, like, got 50. For some reason, a lot of people message me on Xbox, but there's no easy way for me to respond to them. And, you know, it takes ages, and they're usually, like, you know, just people who are like, you know, I saw your name in a video, and I figured I'd message you. Like, most people who want to actually message me, again, there's like, ways to do it. You can use Facebook, you can use Twitter. Some people use email, I'd rather you didn't, but you can use it. Like, there's a billion ways to get in touch with me. So my teacher says Mars orbits outside of Earth's orbit and inside, and then she stops in the middle of the sentence. See, that just sounds like a bad teacher. That's not even like, oh yeah, well she just gets distracted. That's just her being like, well, today I'm going to tell you the story about that time I was locked outside my house. I think I've only ever been locked outside a house like once. And then you get halfway into the exciting bit, and then it's gone. Why do people enjoy it? I didn't like watching it. That stream was horrible. The stream hurt me a lot, but I can see the entertainment value in watching myself be in pain. I know there's something about, like, humans where, like, we don't want other people to be in pain, but, like, we'll enjoy it if they are. Like, if it's there, we'll turn it on. We'll watch it. Remember to build that torch, says Hudson Nesby. Building torches in survival is a really ugly affair. Like, I'm going to need some yellow concrete, I guess. Like, we probably won't do it today, but it's a good idea for the future. Don't you worry. It's really cold in the southwest of the UK, says Haunted Zombie. See, I live in, like, roughly the southeast, so that means we're in technically opposite places. Like, there's a place in the UK called the southeast, and I don't live there. I live in the actual southeast of the UK. It's very confusing. What's your favourite console toy cat? Says the Amazing Lizard. Probably the Xbox One X. It makes a lot of cool noises, and it'll be playing 4K games soon. And who can ask for more than 4K games and cool noises? Like, what else is there to ask for in life? I'll give you a clue. There isn't anything. So I'm gonna quickly take a drink. I'm gonna try and destroy blocks while I do so. As you can see, it is technically possible. Because you can play one-handed while you drink. Fun fact. Or I can play one-handed while I drink. Results may vary. See, that's me just stopping in the middle of the sentence. Like, there's a good reason for it, because I'm drinking. But I mean, you don't know what I'm doing. I could be being fought by a crab or something, you know? I assume there's some parts of the world where, like, being attacked by crabs is, like, a real fear. Like, well, I mean, I would go outside today, but, like, it's crab heat season, and we'll probably die. But I'm freezing. I will say, it has been, like, remarkably cold. Maybe it's just because, like, I got used to having, like, heat on for a while. But, like, it just feels so cold in the UK recently. Like, I feel like I am dying when I walk outside. Goodbye, Nara. It's good to see you here. With your mother and her dabbing mother. Like, and your memes and your dabbing mother. Mother and your dabbing memes. Whatever it is. Dabbing mother and memes. Is there 60 FPS, says Andrew Edwards. This stream actually isn't 60 FPS. If you turn on YouTube 60 FPS mode, you should. I say should because I don't know how the world works. Also, look at this. I want to get in the chest, but it doesn't let me. This stream should be in 60 beautiful frames per second. Like, not 60 regular frames. 60 regular frames is pretty good, but these are 60 frames of pure beauty. I love your streams because you talk about getting attacked by crabs. Like, it's just something I think about, you know? Like, I mean, you know how, like, when we go outside, you might fear being mugged or something? Like, it's pretty crazy the stuff that we fear. Whereas there are some people that are like, you know what? If I go outside and I forget to close my door, then a bear will come into my house, it will steal my stuff, and then there'll be a bear in my house. So that's kind of a thing. Who thinks Kid Nation is a cool name? Cool squad name? It is a darn cool squad name, Quantum Zombie. Also, Koloyoshi, yeah, if you join the sponsor Discord, there's like a few steps for joining. Like, I like to make sure that like it's not someone random, if that makes sense. So, yeah, we'll talk for a bit. Again, it's like there's a long process to it, because again, there's like all it takes is like one bad person joining. They throw like a few bits of TNT around, and then oh, it looks like everything's gone all of a sudden. Just something I want to avoid. So yeah, we've actually done pretty good here. This entire section here is now destroyed, which means that all the way around the cactus farm, as you can see, there's a floating chest up there, but whatever, is now destroyed and good, which I like. So we'll throw the cactus in there, and I guess we'll also keep destroying till we reach the water, because like the water's only just over there. Actually, wait, that's a lot of sand to destroy. Maybe we won't destroy all the way to the water, but you can now see like it goes all the way around, and I guess what we'll do instead is we'll keep going that way, because there's not much to destroy there. Yeah, there's not much at all to like go all the way to that beach. And I think we'll stop on this side of the river too. Like, we'll leave the desert on the other side of this river, but like this is all we have left to do now. And if we keep using the shovel, we could probably do it all pretty quickly. Actually, there's quite a lot here, but still, you can see we've made some like serious progress here. So now I'm gonna do what I did here, and I'm just gonna make giant stretch marks in the desert. Just like tear through it like this, and that should help also. And let's just do it. So, my mum's friend from England came over from Tasmania and always wearing 5 layers. Yeah, I've got to imagine, like, coming from some countries to the UK, it must be terrible. But, like, on the other hand, because a lot of people move from, like, countries like Norway, the UK, Finland, you know, like, cold countries, Scotland, they move to places like California or, like, you know, Spain, because they like the hot weather. But the thing that isn't widely known is that some people, it's not quite as many, go from, like, Spain or Mexico to live in, like, you know, like northeastern US or like northeast. Is northeast the cold US or is it northwest? But you know, like, or Canada, or they move to like you know, like Sweden and stuff like that. And a lot of people love the cold weather thing, because you got to bear in mind that no matter where you live in the world, it's never perfect all year round. Like the closest thing you get, I'd say, is probably California, right? Like California is like, no, but even California, like it's pretty okay in the winter, but it gets burning hot in the summer. Like it was so I don't actually know Fahrenheit, I'm sorry, everyone who lives in America, just bear with me. I know it was like some hot amount in that temperature, but you know, like the temperature would be like 112 Fahrenheit, or like it was like 42 Celsius, and I melted. I literally felt like I was in an oven or something. Also, the name of this stream should be Toycat vs Crabs. It should be. I'm just saying, somewhere in the world there is someone that goes outside and thinks, thank God I didn't get attacked by crabs today. And if we all just think about it that way, then we'll all be more grateful for the world. It's like when your parents tell you that, like, there are starving kids in Africa that would love to eat your spaghetti. And it's like, well, I mean, there are people that walk outside every day and get attacked by crabs that would love to, you know, leave their spaghetti on their plate or something. I don't know. Also, northeast US is pretty cold. Okay, so I got that right then. It turns out they're both pretty cold, though. Maybe everyone in the US should learn Celsius. I think the compromise solution, because a lot of Americans get, like, patriotic and are like, no, Fahrenheit is the best, because it's American, is like, let's just, everyone all over the world, let's just switch to Kelvin, because it's based on the Celsius scale, like, Celsius scale works, but it's shifted by, like, 284 or something. So I think, like, let me actually check, like, 0 degrees C in 0 C in Kelvin. It's 273.15. Okay, so that's a bit of a rough number. We could round down to 273. And then 373 would be boiling. And there we go. Now we got a new system. American can feel like they're not being singled out. World's a better place. Look at me. Just did it. Also, why do you destroy large things like the desert? Says Echo Players. So, honestly, it's just like my fun little thing to do in Minecraft. I don't know why I like it so much. Maybe I shouldn't like it so much. But I do like it so much. So there, that's why I like to destroy these things. American things are the best. You know, there is something. Like, the rest of the world loves to hate America. But I think most people agree it's probably one of the better countries in the world. Not the best country. Maybe the best country. But by some measures the best. But like they're right up there when you're talking about good countries. So, you know, if you're from America and you think like the world hates you, the world hates your people, but they don't hate you, and they actually like your country a lot. Like I actually because sometimes I get curious on this sort of stuff, so I'll read into it. But as I understand it, like America just has like the luckiest spawn point in the world. Like they're a continent-sized island basically, and because of that, you get a lot of lucky stuff going on. So I really should have. I'm gonna make a pickaxe now too, because that's dying, as well as my shovel. Let's just fix both these things at once. Let's just get it done. So throw this in there. Only costs 2, pretty good deal. Throw this in there also. Costs 5. I don't know why it costs so much more, but okay deal, I guess. And now we got our shovel and our pickaxe all the way back up to full health. So we'll firework back over there, because why not, right? And then we'll get straight back to this. So let's go to the desert. So as you can see, oh no, I wanted coal. That's what I want, but don't have. So we'll find some coal. There's going to be some in here. Like, I've got a huge cave, which you probably haven't seen in a while. Inside this cave somewhere, there's got to be a stack of coal or something. Oh no, I'd probably take the coal with me. It's a shame I don't have as much coal as I'd like. You're the best Minecraft YouTuber. Thank you very much. Minecraft's, like, I feel like was for the longest time, or kind of still is in a way, is like in this weird phase on YouTube where it's both the most popular game and not the most popular game at the same time. And that might sound confusing, because it kind of is. But I'm glad you think I'm the best. Some number of people agree with you. Maybe a lot of people don't, but maybe we should convince them by talking about crab people. That's how you convert people. Like, people aren't on board with the whole like Minecraft YouTube thing till they realize that I talk about how crabs are ruling the world. Then they get entirely on board. Nah, mate, Australia's the best. Yeah, I'd say there's like a lot of competition for like world's best country. Like, I think you can say there's like, we can all agree on like the world's 10 best countries maybe, and I'm not gonna say what they are because, you know, there's gonna be people who are like, I'm not from that country, I'm offended. But everyone could probably list like 5 of the world's top 10 countries, easy. Like the UK's up there, America's probably up there. You know, Japan's probably up there too. You throw a Germany in there, you throw a you know, throw an Australia in there. Maybe you get to New Zealand. And then after that, it's kind of like, well, it's probably not going to be able to throw China in there. Probably don't get to throw Russia in there. I mean, kind of depends on your thing. Czech Republic rules. I really like the Czech Republic, actually. I went recently, and I apparently have a lot of Czech Republic subscribers. Like, several people offered to meet me, and I met one of the guys. He told me all about, like, his grammar. Okay, you know, can I tell this? I'm gonna tell this story. So, I'm sorry if you're watching this video. But I will say that so Mr. Man from Czechia, who met me, like, I met a place called like the Dancing Elephant or something, and I asked him like, so do you remember Czechoslovakia? And he's like, my grandmother does. And you know, I was like, oh, what does she think of the times? And he's like, she really remembers those times fondly. And I was like, why is that? And she's like, the price of bread, you know, back 50 years ago, used to be only 1 crown. Or like, you know, 0.5 crowns. And I was like, and how much is it today? More like, and I was expecting like 100 crowns for bread. Or like, you know, I didn't know how much crowns were. And he's like, oh, it's about 2 crowns now. And it's like, so bread went up by 4 times in her 50 years. And I know, there's something about that, like, it just seemed all wrong to me, but that's the thing. How long have you been playing Minecraft? Since 2011 was when I first played. But I've been playing, like, non-stop since 2012, you know. Like, when it first came out on the 360, I fell in love. And to this day, I'm still destroying sand blocks in my desert. Because it's a fun thing to do. Island rules, whoop, everyone say this. You know, Ireland's a wonderful country too. It's like, people don't like to admit it, but it's suspiciously similar to the UK. Like, suspiciously. But yeah, that offends people when you say that, so instead you say, nope, no similarities whatsoever. No idea what you talked about, mate. So yeah, you can see like the shovel technique is like going so much faster than these torches were. So pro tip, you want to destroy a lot of desert, just do this with your shovel. This is my mega fast destruction technique. And we're going to see how fast we can drain this entire shovel actually. Bear in mind, this is unbreaking for it, man, but like, and we just fixed it. We could probably drain it before the end of the stream if we wanted to. Like, maybe we shouldn't, but that's the thing. Ireland's the worst country. I live there. The one problem Ireland has is it's just all towns and villages. Like, you have like 2 cities, 3 cities, 4 cities, and two real cities, or 1 real city and a small city, and then like some towns that you call cities. That's the big problem. I feel like there's one thing I can agree, or like, again, I'm sorry, if you don't live in a city, it's fine. Like, you probably hate me, you probably hate cities as much as I dislike towns. But, like, cities are the future of human living. So, like, you can kind of judge, like, how good a place is by how many cities they have. Because cities are where you get all the crazy stuff done, you know? You don't have to farm and do whatever else you do in a little town. You can... Well, anyway, I'm offending people, so... I guess that's what we do in Toolcat streams, though, isn't it? But yeah, this is, like, a crazy amount of sand destroyed. Oh, no, we're going to destroy the... Okay, it's gone. I forgot about the cactus thing. But you can see there's just, like, an insane amount going on here. And then we can just, like, clean up the rubble later. What time's it where you live, says Koloyoshi? So in case you want to know an update on what is British time, it's 8:41 PM. Or you can type in what is the time in the UK, and you'll know that roughly 8 PM is when I stream. Although tomorrow at midnight I'm considering streaming, because that's when the new Call of Duty thingamajig comes out. And again, I'm just interested in zombies. Like, I'll play the multiplayer a bit, I guess, but like, really I'm there for that zombies thing. So, Toolcat, what offends the UK is when you call them small. Like, seriously, I mentioned the UK being small and someone get pissed off me. I really feel like the UK is upsettingly small. Like, in our whole lives, we kind of believe it's big, and then you look at a map and you're like, oh my god, like, we're that big? Like, what the heck? Like, it's just an island. We're just like a tiny little island in the world. Like, I assumed we were like a quarter of it or something. But no, apparently, UK is just this tiny little island, as it turns out. It's kind of sad. You never said, what do you choose from the mob thing? Sorry, I forgot what the mob thing was. I'm sorry, I'm the worst. I wouldn't be surprised Ireland left the EU, even though we're in Ant. Yeah, I mean, Ireland is the UK, what the UK is to Europe, right? Like, this little attached conjoined twin. Like, I'm not going to talk too much about Euro politics today, because if you're from Europe, you probably hate it. If you're not from Europe, you don't understand it. My town has about 100 people in, says Zane. That's so crazy to me that you can live in a town like that. Like, if you want to go to, like, the grocery... Like, you must know everyone in that town. You know, if you want to meet someone, you probably already know them. That's terrifying to me. Because if I like meet someone and then they hate me, which again, that's like, I feel like a lot of people don't like hanging out with me. They're like, not Toolcat, I came here to talk, and you're just telling me the capital of, you know, Peru is Sucre. Is that Peru? I think it's Peru. Maybe it's Bolivia. But, you know, like, I just don't want to hear that. I wanted to hear about the football and whatever else, and I'm just like, well, did you know that squids are actually a mythical creature and they don't exist? And I know this, I actually, like, I feel like I must, because I sometimes wonder, like, why some people really like me and some, or really, you know, like, manage to get along with me, while some people, like, really can't handle it. And I think it does come down to just, like, you know, most of what I say is just like, why are you saying that, Toolcat? And for a lot of people, that's just too much. But anyway, yeah, if you do that in a town of like 100 people, then, you know, you ruin one bridge, and that's like, oh, like, because there's 100 people, there's like 6 people my age, and I've ruined it with one of them. I have over 100 people in my grade. See, it's fun, that difference, isn't it? I think back when I was in school, there was like maybe 90 people in each year or grade. Oh no, it was like 180 actually. There was a lot of people now that I think about it. Yeah, there was like 200 people every single school year, or something ridiculous like that. I remember it because there was this weird system. Okay, so this is the most ridiculous thing. I still don't understand it, but because there was 6 classes of roughly 30 people each at my school, and what they did is they divided the year into like 3 classes on one side, 3 classes on the other, and we never like met the other half of the year. So you'd walk in someone in the school and you'd be like, oh yeah, where's this guy from? And someone would be like, oh, he's from the other half of the year. You know, they're like these outsiders within your year. There'd be people that you ran into one class a week, and then there'd be people like at the end of the 8 years, I'd be like, who were you? You know, someone had me on Facebook. I felt so rude because I was like, I clearly made an impression on them because they're like, oh yeah, they found you funny that one time, and it's like I have no recollection of this whatsoever. That's actually happened to me a few times. Okay, this is a pro tip, life pro tip right here. You know, people come to ToyCat streams because they want to hear life advice. If someone ever says to you, like, if they act like they know you, and they're like, oh yeah, it's Andrew. You remember that thing you did? The best technique is just to go along with it. Because if it turns out they're wrong, then like, whatever, you get a free friend, you know? Like, I'm sure I've done that to like at least one person that hasn't known me. And then it's been like, oh yeah, I'm Andrew, yeah, you know me, and and you know, like it's just like it's a free friend, and that might sound silly, but it's actually like an interesting concept, like when someone knows you but you don't know them, because it's, you know, you get like a redo, but they already like you. I'm just saying, fun fact, you should do that. Did you see the Enderman actually run really fast, not teleport? You should try recording it and playing it back in slow motion. Yeah, I could watch my own stream back. YouTube has speed controls. A lot of people complain about how fast I talk. And I just have to say, YouTube speed controls. Actually, someone asked me to do the Rap God solo recently. So, you know, that one person, I never did it, but let me do that right now. Rap God fast part lyrics. Because a lot of people are like, I feel like I sped up recently. I'm not sure why, I'm not sure how, but I talk a lot faster all of a sudden, and I already spoke pretty fast. So some people are just like, I don't even understand any of the words you're saying. But here. Okay, here it is. Someone lama, you're assuming I'm human. What are you gonna do to be reason? Okay, wait. Okay, wait. Someone lama, you're assuming I'm human. What am I gonna do to you to get it from superhuman, innovative, animated rubber? And it said that. Oh, damn it. I was trying my hardest. I was gonna amaze you with the fastest rap ever. It's something like 5 words a second, and it's like actually like impressive. My understanding is, in California you can see the Dodgers. I do not know what the Dodgers are. But yeah, Dodgers, they're my favourite. Jammy Dodgers, maybe? Good advice, ToyCat. Yeah, I mean, I think it's good advice. Like, because, like, sometimes if you don't know someone who thinks they know you, it's kind of a rude thing. Like, and that's happened to me before. And I still have never met this person, but they insist they know me. And it's like, I just am not sure. I do not know it. Their name, you know, I'll just be honest. Their name was Sylvia, I think it was. And it's like, I'm so sorry. Like, clearly at some point, this has come up. But, because it's a cool thing, if someone knows you and you don't know them, it might seem scary and it probably feels like, what? You know, this feels like a trap or something. But it really just means that, like, your reputation is such that people feel like they know you without actually knowing you. Okay, wait, let's start. Summer Lama, you assuming I'm human. What am I gonna do to get it through you? I'm superhuman, innovative, animated rubber, so that anything you say is ricocheting off me. And equal to you never stay. And get me. Can't do it. Okay, I tried my hardest. So ToyCat the rapper. Okay, wait, one more time. For everyone who's like, ToyCat, you should officially quit YouTube and just become a rapper. Here's my best chance of doing it faster, by the way, than the actual song did it. So, Summer Lama, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through you? I'm superhuman, innovative, amateur rubber, so that anything you say is ricocheting of me. And equal to you, I'm never staying more than I'm a devastating. How to give him okay, you know, I tried. I can't do it. I'm just, if I was a professional rapper, I would just be like, can we stop this and start this again? At least 3 or 4 times. As a fun fact, I do that in all my videos. Like, whenever I first start recording a video, I'm like, I have no idea what I'm saying right now. Like, I think I'm playing Minecraft, and I always have to, like, restart and be like, oh, what's going on here? So every time I do a live video of someone else, you can kind of see, like, the uncomfort where I'm just like, ooh, let's just keep rolling. Even on the second channel, I restart my videos, like, 5 times. That's why I repeat stuff sometimes. Because I'm like, I'm not sure if I said this time yet. It's terrible. Why aren't you playing MC Bedrock? The world still won't transfer over to the Bedrock. I want it to. I would like it if my world would transfer, but that is not something it can currently do. And yeah, again, the reasons for that are complex. A few people have suggested like some fixes maybe, but I can't do it. This is hilarious. Happy X Rap Cat. It's hard. Okay, it's hard. So how big is the desert? Can you give us a look at the map? Yeah, I can actually. It's a pretty big desert. Although it's not a real desert anymore because it rains here. Yeah, I'll give you a look at the map. Ellebrode. Just for you. Well, I mean, for everyone. But, you know, you can believe that you're the only person watching. Maybe that's what everyone should do in this live stream. Just be like, you know, I am the only person here. That's why Toy Cat's talking to me like I'm one person. Because I'm the only person that exists in the world. So yeah, the next question, though, and it's like a frequently asked stream question that you might get from this, is basically, you know, how long do you live stream for? Or like, when's the live stream ending? Or like this or that. And there's no fixed answer to this, but I usually stream about an hour and a bit. I think today's will be a little bit less than an hour. But, you know, I guess if you're watching this, then, you know, we'll work that out later. So, usually you can work out, like, how long till the next hour. You know, that plus a few minutes. So over here, I have a map. And on that map, this section here is the desert. And, like, all of that sand there. And as you can see, what I've destroyed so far is the stuff over there. So it's pretty good, all things considered. Also, this is my map in general. It's got a little IBX thing. I really want to go up there, like in the just far desert, take a bunch of cobblestone blocks, and write IBX Toy Cat. Because if I could write it that big using maybe like 4 stacks of cobblestone, I could write it way bigger using more. Because every block on a map is like 8 blocks or 8 pixels. Oh, no, every 8 blocks is a pixel on the map, if I'm not mistaken. So you can make like a huge thing if you do it that way. Can you do raps of Toy Cat? I don't think I can actually. But yeah, I'm looking forward to streaming Fortnite again too. Like I secretly want to do it right now. Like I'm like, you know, I bet I could come first. I'm ready to do this. It's a fun time playing Fortnite as well. Okay, so we're gonna destroy a little bit of this because like the sand is. Oh, I need to go back in for a bit. But we've got torches anyway. Let's just do it. Get all of this displaced. So okay, how can you sync nether portals without coordinates? The simple answer is you can't perfectly sync nether portals without coordinates. The long answer is, you try your hardest. Have you explored the whole world? Only like the 3 maps around me. I'm leaving the rest deliberately unexplored. So, actually I guess in this world it doesn't matter anymore. Yeah, I could go explore it sometime because I know there's not going to be new features because they're not updating this version anymore. So that'd be a good stream. We'll go explore the rest of the map sometime. But yeah, the reason I wasn't exploring them is because I just, you know, like I wanted them to be like unrendered. So if a new feature came out, I could find it in there. But I guess it's not going to happen now, right? Well, I guess that makes things easier. It's like, how do you do the Big Mac thing? When you put a map in an item frame, it goes huge. Huge with 7 U's. Like, huge is what we're talking about. So that's how I do it. Simple answer, simple question. Wait, simple question, simple answer. I mean, I guess you could argue it was a simple question too, but... Anyway, so there you go. That's gone a little bit further that way. I think this area is still a bit messy. Like, maybe we should just remove this entirely. I'll destroy around it at the very least. So you can see it's, like, clearly disconnected. Destroy this middle block. Destroy these blocks too. Just, like, make it clear that's a separate thing. Destroy these blocks a bit, because there's very little keeping it there. And then it's like this whole thing connects as well. And I think just today we made, like, some serious progress on this desert. And also, we destroyed basically a full shovel. Like, we're down to halfway as well. A new mob is being released. Oh yeah, so if you want my brief opinions, I still think Mob D should not be the one released, but I think it will be in the end. Because it just looks cooler than the other ones. But I think when we actually see mob profiles, 1, I'll upload them on my YouTube channel. And 2, I imagine, I'm pretty certain in fact, that we'll see the we'll see like a new favorite, or we'll see D just dominate. It'd be funny though, like if one mob dominates, then it defeats the point because it's not going to be any tension. I hope they make like again 4 equally cool mobs and people want them all equally. That would be better in my opinion. But You know, I'm a cat. I don't know business details and intricacies. I just know that, I don't know, catnip is good or whatever. So yeah, this is pretty good. So Kat, would you like to go to Pakistan? If I was going to go to Pakistan, I'd want to go to the capital, and because it's one of the largest cities in the world. But it's also one of the most dangerous cities in the world. Islamabad, if I'm not mistaken. Which, one, questionable name for a city. And two, I don't know, I just like... you know, like, it's the same thing we were talking about earlier, where, like, I walk outside my house, and I get, you know, sometimes scared that, like, what if a stranger kills me or something? Or, like, oh no, what if crabs attack? Some people get scared, because it's like, what if I walk outside... There's about a 3 in 5 chance that a bus explodes on the way to work. And if the bus explodes, then I die too. And it's like, you know, that's not something I want to deal with in my life. There are very few, like, explosions that I'd like on a daily basis. And I feel like, you know, my bus exploding on the way to work is just the least, you know, it's just too much for me. Like, I don't want to deal with that. So, also, let's get the sense done. Sure. So yeah, I'd love to go to Pakistan, maybe sometime in the further future. After things settle down over there. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too harsh now. But yeah, there's a lot of cool... I think I'd love to visit every country. Like, isn't that the dream for everyone? To see every culture and understand everything? Because there's so much you don't understand till you've been to a place. Like, everyone... You know, like, a lot of people hate New York City. Because they're like, wow, those people live in tiny boxes. I live out here in the countryside where I get this huge house to myself. Who's the winner? I'm the winner. But, like, when you live in a giant city, you know, there's so many benefits to it. Like, you know, you trade off your house size, but the thing that you're collectively building is better. Anyway, you know, and it's like, I imagine it'd probably be like that some places. Like, you realize, like, wow, I used to think this was this, but really it's, you know, I used to think this was X, it was Y. I'd like to have to worry about alpaca attacks, because at least it'd be cute. You know what? I'd be fine with worrying about alpaca attacks, like, oh no, it might smother me to death with its cuteness, or something like that. You know, yeah, I guess worrying about alpaca attacks is kind of an oxymoron. I don't think you can actually do it. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god, says Trade Knight. Should we try it one more time before we go? Okay. For you. Okay, let's do this. Reopen close tab. Summon Llama Dumma, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it free to you that I'm superhuman, innovative, animated robot, so that anything you can say is ricocheting off me and it'll glue to you. I'm never stating more than ever demonstrating how to give a motherfucking honestly. I'm feeling like it's levitating, never fading, and I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that I fell off, they would be celebrating, because I know that to get motivated, I make elevating music, you make elevating music. I think I messed up a word or two in there. But there you go. I don't think I can, I actually, like, I remember, like, when I used to, like, me and my brother, like, in the mornings would, like, try and, like, see who can make, like, a noise for longest without having to breathe. And I remember I used to always be, like, bad at that. So, I don't think I actually can say much at once. Like, I ran out of words halfway through that. Also, by the way, if you ever listen to that song, because I did, like, everyone always compared me to it, so I was like, let's go listen to Rap God then. But in Rap God, he says something, he's like, midway through, you can hear how he, like, overlaps on himself, because he started again. And I'm just saying, I didn't have to do that. Have you ever been to London? I basically live in London, like, not quite, but basically. Oh god, there's a creeper! It's a good thing I spotted it, when I did. Karachi is the biggest city, and Islamabad is safer than Karachi. Oh, is Karachi bigger than Islamabad? Oh, I must have got something wrong. It's okay, it's hacking. I've never heard it, so I don't know how accurate that is, but that was really fast. I'd play it, but it's just like really fast talking, basically. If I played it, actually, I'd get copyright struck, so I wouldn't play it. But there you go. So there you go. That's Toy Cat singing Rap God. Officially answered. My first little thing, and I will be streaming pretty much every single day for the next like week or so. So if you want to see the pretty much daily streams, then make sure you subscribe. Again, notifications on, or because again, a lot of people, you know, right now there's a chance you don't have notifications on. You're like, Toy Cat, stop trying to set it. So instead, go to Twitter, follow me there, and turn on notifications there. Turn on as long as you go somewhere where you get a message, or set your own notifications. If you don't trust me, you're like, you know what? it's got to be a scam, because so many YouTubers tell you to not like turn on notifications in just the dodgiest way. Like I wouldn't trust them either. So if you don't trust me, because you know I'm one of them silly YouTubers, then either go to Twitter, do it that way, or do it that thing. Do you actually live like obviously not the city of London? So you're in the Greater London or just like nearby? So there's actually like 6 definitions of London. There's the City of London, then there's the inner boroughs of London, then there's the outer boroughs of London, then there's the Greater London Authority area, then there's the London urban area, then there's what most, like, a lot of people consider like anything inside a motorway. It's called the M25. It's like, that's kind of where London ends, but some of London's outside of it, and some of what's inside of it technically isn't London. And then there's the London, I think it's the built-up area, there's like a term for it, I think it's built-up area. But it's places that like support London and that London supports, and I live within that like 7th or 8th category. And yeah, fun fact. So yeah, that's there you go. Now you know where I live, you know how to see the streams, and you know that I can sing Rap God at about the same speed as it goes up. Okay, wait, let's do this. So, I'm a llama, summer dumb, you assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it free you? I'm superhuman, innovative, animated rubber, so that anything you say is ricocheting off me. And I'm glued to you, I'm devastating, more than ever demonstrating how to give a muffin your orders and feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day they can say I fell off, they'd be ever celebrating. Because I know the only way to get motivated, I make elevating music, you make elevating music. There you go. Thank you very much for watching this video, and I will probably confuse a lot of you with that, but for those of you who've been asking for it forever, because it's like, it's one request sometimes. Hope you enjoyed it. See you all in... Oh, I've got a video going up literally now, so go check it out. Bye.